Aloha and welcome to the all-new First Friday Las Vegas Social Network. This video tutorial is an introduction to the perfect vendor profile and is designed to help our artists, food vendors, and other participating merchants get the most benefit from our new social network, which is specifically engineered to be a very powerful marketing machine for our valued partners during each monthly event and every day between to the next monthly event, providing continuous marketing opportunities every day of the year. So let's get started with what makes a perfect vendor profile. First, we'll start by looking at the member listings, and then we'll select a well-done vendor profile to investigate. Okay, as you can see here, we're looking at the member listing, and you can see a number of avatars here. And of course, as you would scroll down the screen, you could see others. First thing we're looking for is a profile that has a nice avatar. So as you can see here, we've got a building for an avatar, a logo, an image here that was taken from an artist's painting. Each of these, has their own merits, particularly like the gator myself. I like, of course, the First Friday logo always looks great. Even the state here, or the city of Las Vegas, has a great logo. So let's choose the Funkhouse here because this profile we know is done well. Double click, and what we see here is now the profile for the Funkhouse. So what makes a perfect profile? Let's start with the URL being short and easy. So you'll note here that we have a very, very short URL. It's easy for you to market and advertise. So pick a good user's name to make that happen when you first enter your profile. All right, next, the profile quote here. You see where the name, your username shows. Next to this is the profile quote, and pick something that works for you. It's not a big issue, but the cuter the thing you say, the better. So do your best. Next, we have a good description. We need to have, it's good to have at least 20 words, 50 words. But don't go too much. Don't put 100 or dozens of paragraphs in there because it just makes it long to read here. You'll have the opportunity to do blogs and other things later. Okay, next, we want it to have a great profile photo. Now, sometimes this profile photo you'll pick out from other photos, but we're also going to show you how that your avatar and your profile photo can be one and the same, saving a couple of steps. All right. Next thing that we're after is to have a good timeline display. So here we're seeing where things that were done by the profile owner are showing up. So you can see some activity. They've been busy doing things. Of course, this is like Facebook and some other social networks, and it serves a purpose. Each of these things is picked up by the search engines, and that helps you. And of course, inside the social network, and we're going to show you that later on in other videos, how these things play out to create the curiosity to bring people to your profiles. All right, the next thing we want to see is that you actually have some photos in your album. These are going to show up in the photo log for everybody to look at. And again, it's another thing to bring them to your profile. So seeing it here looks good, but it also plays a part throughout the social network. The next thing that we want is to see that you have your website entered. This website entry here is important because this is a way to step one to getting them to your website so that you can make more sales. All right, then the next thing we would like to see is at least one or more videos in your album. That's certainly going to help. And lastly, you'll see where the entries to your blog show up, and this is what constitutes a very good profile at this point. Okay, so kind of get an idea that we want the profile to be complete so that somebody comes take a look, they get a good image and a connection to all of your other parts of your membership. Okay, now what we're going to do is make sure that each of these entries makes sense. So let's go on down here and take a look at your website entry again. We're going to click on that, and here we are at your website entry. Now, putting this in is very, very easy, and we'll get to the steps of that later. What we want to do right now is just see what makes it look good. So here we chose an image to be representative, and of course the URL to the website is here, which is what we want. You can see that your avatar is connected, so we can just click here and return to your profile. And it's good to have some description here. Once again, at least 50 words or more. If you've got several paragraphs, this is a good place to put a great deal of information about your profile, and it just depends on what works for you. But the more the better. I mean, here you can put 500 words if you like, and that can be good too for the overall marketing value. Okay, so now let's go ahead and use this avatar link, and we'll go back to your profile. And once again, here we want to take a look now at other things that are in your profile. So let's go on down here. It's ideal to have a blog entry so that folks can then come to the blog directly from your profile and see what you have to say, or they can come from the blog's main listing and stumble upon things that you have to say that are of interest to them, which again brings them to your profile and other direct links to your business. And these are the things that are important. So nothing terribly special here, really. Just give it a good title. You'll notice that the title shows up here, and also it creates a URL. So just do your best to get a good title. And then you'll note here that the vendor profile is connected once again here in the post information. And you can see here that what we try to do, or what makes a good blog post, is to have a few paragraphs at least. A good target is 300 to 500 words, because that works well with the search engines for SEO to help promote your business through the search engines themselves. All right. All right. So now let's go ahead and go back once again to the profile, and we'll go on down and we'll take a look at the video entries. All right. So here we are. Here's our photo album again, and then here's one of the video entries. So let's take a look at that. Click on the video, and again, if there were several videos, you'd see a lineup of videos here, which is good, better actually. Let's click on that, and here we are at the video page. Once again, titles, good titles are important and so forth. You'll note that this title here, which made the URL and is also shown here, these titles came from YouTube. When you go to enter your video, you'll be presented with the opportunity to just put the link to your YouTube videos in, and it will then grab things like this title for you and make that a part of the post. It'll also automatically grab the video, and then what you'll see is if that video came with a description, then here we are, yowza, a lot of material in this case was posted. If not, then you might want to add a little material, but this is a good example, because the video itself came with a great deal of information. And once again, you'll see that all we have to do is click the author avatar, and we're back to the profile again. So there you have it, folks. This is what we would consider the minimum ideal. You can see here too where this profile is also going to link to places that you've been. In this case, to the First Friday event itself. Which let's take a look at that page real quick just to close off. So you can see here that there's a little introduction, and this will change from time to time as the staff puts up more materials. And there's a map and so forth that comes in, and where is the place, some photos, which will be more and more all the time. And then what we'll have here is there's the fans. And so if you take a look here, here's our vendor avatar again, showing up as having been here. She's always here, so we want to make sure that she's seen. All right, so notice here that this error occurred. That's because we haven't yet entered the first event in the new social network. So that'll be filled with. That'll be filled with those of you that are participating as merchants and vendors. Here you may be showing that you've been there, but here we're going to be showing that you're going to be there for the next event. So that'll be very important. All right. That concludes this short tutorial. Thank you for your time, and I hope you'll take a little bit of extra time and invest in your profile so that you can be ready for the advanced marketing opportunities that are built into this social network for your benefit. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Aloha.